So this is emotional release on empowerment, on the attachment to the outcomes. And why it's important to do this is because the more we are emotionally holding on to something, like holding on to the certain outcome, the more we are actually resisting what is happening in the now, and resisting what really is, and resisting any other possibilities. So this release is supporting to actually release the sense of lacking something, sense of lusting, like I want it but I can't have it, and really getting into that energetically and emotionally, into the sense of relaxing within deeper into having it, rather than lacking it, rather than wanting it, which is lusting, I want it but I can't have it. So I am not asking you to believe me. I'm asking you to, if you choose to really participate by being guided with the questions. Emotional release is quite natural, which means that basically whenever what I was going to say, whenever we whatever needs to be released naturally will be released, and you cannot force anything. So this is a quite natural process, and you cannot overdo it, and you cannot, well, you can choose to resist it. The main thing is to be emotionally honest as best you can, and to do as best you can. That's all you can do. So to start with, could you allow yourself to take a deep breath? And take another deep breath. And the reason we are taking a deep breath is because it's useful to get in sense into the body and sense the body. So could you allow yourself to take one more deep breath? And could you welcome to the focus something that you would love to happen, and you know honestly you are attached to the outcome. So just focus on something that you are attached to the outcome. And could you welcome all the pictures, sensations, sounds, story of this attachment? Just allow it to be there. In order to be released something, we need to acknowledge it rather than deny it. So could you welcome this attachment? Could you welcome the stories, patterns, sensations with this attachment? And could you also welcome up any sense that you want to control it, change it, do something with it or about it? Could you welcome that too? Could you also welcome up any sense that this is personal? Any sense of being personal? Could you welcome that too? And then as best you can, just for now, could you let it go? Just could you? Yes or no? Just you can choose. And would you let it go? Yes or no? And when? If now, take a deep breath. And just for the measures, what you can do is check the number, how attached you are to that outcome. 10 being maximum and 0 being quite neutral. So just choose the number. Choose as best you can with your heart rather than with your mind. And now, could you welcome up any remaining attachment to this outcome, to this particular, this one or something else that you choose? That could you welcome all the rest of the stories, pictures, sensations, sounds? Could you welcome it all up? And could you also welcome up a sense that you want to fix it, change it, do something with it or about it? All the wantings, all the attachments, all the aversions. Could you just welcome it all up, like they are in this room, just welcomed, all of that? And could you also welcome up any sense that this is personal to you. It is personal to your life, to you. It's a sense of personal. And then, as best you can, just for now, could you fully release it as best you can? When I said fully, could you release it as much as you choose into the light of love? Just could you? Yes or no? You choose. And would you release it? Yes or no? And when will you do that? If now, take a deep breath. And let's just do a bit of holistic. There are two polarities. So you have a sense of when something is happening, let's say I want certain amount of people, certain amount of money. I might have certain amount of people, but not enough. So I'm lacking it, kind of sense of lacking and sense of having. So could you now, we will address these two polarities of wanting, which is lacking, and having it. So you can see, you can experience how does this feel. So could you welcome a sense of lacking your outcome, sense of lacking that it's happening right now, that it's not happening right now, and you still want it, sense of lacking and wanting. Could you welcome that up as much as you do? You don't have to make it bigger, you don't have to make it less, just as much as you do. And then could you welcome up sense that you already have it, just the sense of having it. Could you welcome that up? Could you allow it to be here as much as you do? Again, as best you can. You just do as best you can. And what happens when we do two polarities? They neutral each other. They come together. So could you welcome any more of lacking, feeling, wanting, but not having? Could you welcome that as much as you do? And then could you welcome a sense of having it as best you have, just for now? Just notice, how does that feel? As best you can, just notice. And once more, could you welcome any remaining sense of lacking, not having, not enough, that kind of sense, or wanting but not having? All of that, could you welcome as much as you do the sense of lacking? And then could you welcome a sense of having as best you can? Could you relax into that sense of having as best you can, as much as you do? And could you also address now what is beyond these both polarities? You don't have to do this with your head, just do as best you can. Just notice what is beyond both polarities, what it is as it is. Could you open up to that awareness that it's beyond both polarities of what it is as it is? And could you just as best you can allow yourself to be the awareness beyond both polarities of what it is as it is? And could you let go once more and allow yourself to be what you are? Be the awareness. Just do this as best you can. And just notice your scale. If your sense of within started to change and you feel more relaxed, just notice. Well, you can do this video as many times as you choose. You will go deeper every time. And yeah, thank you very much for watching.